Good evening, Mustang football fans, and welcome to the first week of 2014 Plum Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Plum TV and the Plum Mustangs Football Network. Tonight, we come to you from beautiful Spartan Stadium on the campus of Hempfield Area High School as the Spartans from Hempfield are set to host your Plum Mustangs in a Quad A Section 3 matchup. And speaking of a new section, Plum football has been realigned into a new conference this year that features Plum, Hempfield, Latrobe, Kiski, Norwin, McKeesport, Altoona, Connellsville, and Penn Trafford. The new Foothills Conference features great matchups and players the Mustangs have never seen before. For the Hempfield Spartans, they finished with a 6-3 record in the 2013 regular season last year and lost in the first round of the Quad A WPIL playoffs to Seneca Valley by a score of 36-10. Hempfield loses leading passer Ty George and leading rusher Joe DeFloria due to graduation. The Spartans this year are going to be led by junior quarterback and former Greensburg-Salem quarterback Daniel Walters, as well as outside linebacker Josh Kemka and senior left tackle Tony Pilato, who recently just committed to play at Pitt next season. The Hempfield Spartans are led by third-year head coach Rich Bowen. As for your Plum Mustangs, they have shown some firepower both on defense and offense in their scrimmages against Shaler and Fox Chapel. The Mustangs finished last season with a 1-9 record, but ended the year on a winning note as they defeated the Greensburg-Salem Lions in the final game of the season, 30-22. The Mustangs will be led by senior and returning starter quarterback Will Fuhrer. The team will also be led by senior fullback linebacker Nate Turchik, junior wide receiver Patrick Crossy, and junior tight end Zach Nolan. Mustangs head coach is Matt Morgan, who is now in his second season as head coach. Good evening, fans. I am Jake Matolo. Beside me tonight are my trusted colleagues Nick Spud Satovich, Cameron Kutzner, Matty Beer Temple, and the real deal himself, head of the TV department at Plum Senior High School, Mr. Rick Barat. Guys, wow, we're already set up. We had a beehive incident in the press box, but we did it. We're all set up to see Chapel get the kickoff. Guys, quick thoughts about what we're going to see tonight. We'll start with Spud.
I expect the Mustangs to come out strong. They're going to have a solid defense again this year like they did last year. And their offense, I'm excited to see it.
Mr. Barat.
Well, let me catch my breath here after we avoided the bees as Plum's getting ready to kick off. Looking forward to an exciting season, Jake.
Chapel boots this 25 back to return for Hempfield. Plum will converge on him and get him down at around the 21-yard line. Looks like 35, Zach Martin, and also number 15, David Kavortek on the tackle. As we will see, Hempfield Spartans come on the field. They won the toss. They elected to receive to start today's game. And again, they're led by junior quarterback Daniel Walters, the Greensburg-Salem transfer.
Looks like Jake, he's running right out of the pistol. So, and they go to 4 wides.
And he will throw. It's out to number 21, but a tackle made. Great play right there, 85, Zach Nolan. They will lose about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down and around 13. It's like you said, guys, they're starting out in the shotgun early, 4 wide out. Little different approach. Mustangs haven't seen that much the past couple of years. Here's a snap. He'll throw to the side. It looks like a catch on the side by number 2. And Mustangs, again, converging on the wide receiver after that play.
Looks like they're going, obviously. I'm sorry, Jake. Little hurry-up offense here.
Luther made the catch there for Hempfield. Tackle was made by number 66, Billy Bob Baird. And it'll bring up a third down. And it looks like scoreboard not working here with the downs. It looks like third down and around 15.
Yeah, they're on the 18, maybe about 14.
14.
Jake. You got to get to the 32 or 33-yard line.
Going on a hard count here, but Mustangs not jumping the snap here. Trying to get some extra yardage here.
Another short pass, Jake.
And it's going to be caught on the side, but it's not going to be enough. Zach Nolan makes his second tackle on defense so far. And guys, I'm liking this defense so far, forcing a 3-and-out to start the game.
Well, obviously, it's real good, Jake. You know, Hempfield got the ball. Beautiful press box, minus the beam nest that we had to deal with. You know, they wanted to obviously come out and attack Plum, 3 straight pass plays, but Plum had them well defense. And now they will, barring a penalty, they will receive as it is 4th down and 3.
Now, we don't have a roster. They didn't give us a roster yet, Mr. Barat, but this is the reigning Section 3 punter of the year back Looks like Nick Robb and Patrick Crossy back for the Mustangs. And it'll take a Mustang bounce. It is down by number 87. But the Mustangs are going to be in great field position at Hempfield's 44-yard line, as it'll be first down and 10 for the Mustangs. We'll see Will Fuhr and this firepower Mustang offense come onto the field for their first offensive possession of the 2014 season. We'll see Hempfield defense, and we'll see the Mustangs come out in the field led by senior quarterback Will Fuhr. And also getting most of the carries tonight for the Mustangs will be number 8, Nick Coxon, the sophomore, who we saw a lot of this year. Mustangs doing a lot in the pistol formation. First down and 10 from the 44. Fuhr fakes, and he'll throw deep, but we have a whistle on the play, and we have a flag. See what the head referee calls here. He calls a false start on the Mustangs. It'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15 now from the Spartan 49-yard line. Boy, guys, the Mustangs forced a 3 and out in under 2 minutes. I'm really impressed with that defense to start the drive. We see 84 Philip Marr out wide, as well as number 23 Ashton Teeter. Philip Marr was questionable coming into today's game with the broken finger. Coxon gets the ball up the middle. He has a break. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mustangs. What a play. Nick Coxon had a huge hole to go through. It's a 49-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs, and they kicked the season off with a 6-0 lead on their second play of the year. Coxon had a huge hole up the middle, and with his speed, guys, that was an easy 6 right there for Coxon. So after one play, the Mustangs here with a 6-0 lead, and Jake Chapla is on for the extra point. The holder will be number 81, Patrick Crossy. Kick is up, and the kick is right down the pipe. Good. Mustangs are off to a fantastic start here at Spartan Stadium with 9:39 left in our first quarter of play. The score is Plum 7, Spartans nothing. You're watching Plum football here on the Plum High School Sports Network. The Plum Mustang Sports Network and all other affiliates of Plum TV are not responsible for any injuries, spilled beverages, or dropped food that could occur in the duration of this broadcast, and advises you to eat, drink, and cheer at your own risk. Well, I'd like to join Cameron Kutzner here on the headset with me. Welcome, Cam, to beautiful Spartan Stadium. Cam's been in the TV program for Plum since his sophomore year with me and Nick. And I'd like to welcome Matty Beer Temple to the booth here. And it's great to have you guys with us as we start this year of football. Your thoughts on the one-play, 49-yard touchdown run there, Cam?
I think we look solid. I'm glad we were able to stick it to him right off the bat.
Chapla will kick it off for the Mustangs. Back to receive for Hempfield is number 25, Don Washington, as well as number 2, Dante Luther is back to return as well, number 2. Chapla boots this deep, and it will be returned from about the goal line. Looks like 21, Lorenzo Barchetti, and he is going to be dragged down. Number 44, Nick Carlasano, with a fantastic play on special teams. And it backs the Hempfield Spartans to their own 10-yard line. So Hempfield, again, with poor field position to start their drive, they're around the 15-yard line. I stand corrected on that. Daniel Walters is in the shotgun, and he has number 25, Don Washington, by his side. He'll give it to Washington, or no, correction. He'll keep the ball. A very good option play. It'll be Daniel Walters getting his first carry of the day. They'll give him 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 from the 20-yard line.
Gain of 4, gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Hempfield with trips to the right here. They're going a little no huddle here to start the game early. Walters in the shotgun. He will give this one to Washington. Washington is a little hole up the middle. He will have enough for the first down. He's taken down by number 81, Patrick Crossy. And Hempfield gets their first down of the day. Also Nick Robb there on the tackle for the Mustangs, number 24. Again, going no huddle are Hempfield Spartans. Walters takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it, but right there to make the stop, convulging on him, number 28, Nate Turchik. Also number 62, Chris Erfurt there for the tackle. Seen a lot of option plays early, double option, quarterback option keepers here. That's the up-tempo offense that Hempfield likes to run. So it'll be 2nd down and about, we'll give it 7 from the 36-yard line. Walters will throw. It is caught out wide. Looks like number 15, Loudon Rickison. And a good play on the outside. That's Nick Robb again with an open field tackle. They're going to give him nothing there. Nick Robb makes a good play on the outside. It'll be a 3rd down and around 7 from the 36-yard line. Walters is in shotgun. Washington by his side. He's going to roll out. He got hit in the pocket by Nate Turchik, but it's going to be caught again by Richardson. And Loudon Richardson brings in a 14-yard catch for a first down for Hempfield. They're staying no huddle here. Turchik brought the pressure there, but was unable to get to Walters. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll fake the handoff. Walters keeper, and someone got a hand him and looked like number 7, Bill Irvin, but he missed the tackle, ends up being down by number 85, Zach Nolan.
Back by number 7, William Irvin. 2nd and 7.
And they give credit to Bill Irvin on the play there. It's going to be 2nd down and give him 7 from the Mustangs' 49-yard line. And they have trips to the left. Walters still in the shotgun. They like to run a lot out of it. Walters will throw. It will be brought in. Nice catch there by Dante Luther. So they are in Mustangs territory here. It'll be a short 3rd down and 1.
3rd and less than 1.
We have 6:35 here and counting left in the first quarter. Mustangs off to an early 7-0 lead. A little blitz here, and he will be stuffed in the backfield. That's number 35, Zach Martin, and number 7, Bill Irvin on the play.
Marquetti, the ball carrier, stopped for a 2-yard loss, tackled by 35, Zachary Martin.
That's a big play, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 3 for the Mustangs, and it looks like the punt team, led by punter John Domit, is in the game looking to punt the ball away, and the Mustangs with another stop. 2 stops to start the game for the Mustangs. 81, Patrick Crossy is deep, and as I said, John Domit will punt for the 2nd time today. The snap is fumbled, and it's a sky punt to the side. It's going to take a friendly Hempfield bounce, and it will stop at around the 14-yard line. It is touched by number 43, Alan Tyus. We will see the Mustangs come out on the field for their 2nd possession of the day. Last possession, Nick Coxon with the touchdown run. We'll be back, 7-0 Mustangs.
Mustangs begin this drive, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line.
I wasn't even thinking. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did.
All right, Mustangs line up in a twin set. Twins right, hand off to Coxon again.
And boy, he's been finding some big holes up the middle. That offensive line for the Mustangs looking good here. They're going to give Coxon 6 yards. He already has 2 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown so far. He's got the only 2 touches here so far for the Mustangs.
2nd and 5.
Now, guys, we've been seeing, especially in the scrimmages too, Mustangs are going to run a lot out of the pistol this year, which really, that's the West Virginia Mountaineer offense that Dana Holgerson likes to run. But now they will be in the Wildcat. It'll be led by Andrew Soxman, 5 wide, including Will Fuhrer on the left. And the ball is fumbled, snap. It is going to land. It's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Hempfield. Chase Logan lands on the ball in the end zone. It was a fumbled snap by Soxman. And just like that, Hempfield gets a turnover and scores on a fumble recovery. And with an extra point here, can tie this game right back up.
What an unfortunate turn of events, Jake.
So far, it seems like that's the only thing that can stop this Mustang offense, but they just got to get back on the field, do their thing like last possession. These things are going to happen. And Hempfield was lined up for 2. We see that a lot in college football now, especially with the Auburn Tigers. They line up for 2, but they leave their kicker on the field as they'll try for the extra point. The holder will be Walters. The kick is up. The kick is good by John Domit, the punter and place kicker for Hempfield. And just like that, on a fumble turnover, landed on in the end zone by Chase Logan. He gets a fumble recovery touchdown. Our score here with 4:57 left in the first quarter are the Mustangs 7 and the Hempfield Spartans 7. Well, guys, we can finally relax here after the turn of events that we came into here at Hempfield. It's a beautiful night here at Hempfield. It's a cool 70 degrees here in the Laurel Highlands. Beautiful stadium, beautiful high school. Our press box had a beehive in it, so we had to get out of there. And we're now currently filming from a terrace here at the Hempfield Stadium press box, which we can't complain about. It's actually pretty nice out here. Crowd here at Hempfield is up to capacity on their side, and Plum fans bringing a good turnout here as well. We'd like to remind you folks to stay tuned at halftime as we will see the Plum Mustangs marching band as well as the Hempfield Spartan marching band perform their halftime shows. It'll be their first of the year for both teams. Eager to see the Mustang marching band led by drum majors Madeline Vale and J.J. Collins.
Nicholas Robb and Nicholas Coxon both deep for the Mustangs.
Back deep for the Mustangs is number 24, Nick Robb, and also Nick Coxon, number 8 back there. And as Hempfield fakes an onside kick, but they'll line up now for the kickoff, it will be John Domit kicking it off to the Mustangs. Had a very action-packed first quarter here so far at Hempfield Area High School as he kicks a liner, looks like a little squib kick. It'll be Coxon to return it. He's now at the 20. He has a hole up the middle. Coxon gets to the 30. He has more of a hole, and he will be brought down at the 40-yard line. Looks like 43, Alan Tyus with the tackle. Coxon gets a return of around 27 yards, puts the Mustangs in good field position again for their third possession of the day. So far, the Mustangs have had a one-possession play, a 49-yard touchdown run by Nick Coxon. And then their last possession was 2 plays. There was a fumbled snap that ended up landing in the end zone. It was recovered by Chase Logan on defense, and that gave the Hempfield Spartans their first score of the year. Out wide is Teeter and Crossy to the right, Fuhrer in the pistol, Turchik to his left, and Coxon in the backfield. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Fuhrer takes the snap. It's a handoff to Coxon, who pounds his way through the middle and will not go down. He muscles a good 5 yards there. It'll be second down and 5 from the 45-yard line. 4:33 and counting left to go in the first quarter. We're seeing at center tonight, number 66, Billy Bob Bear. He is a senior as well. Mustangs going with the pistol I formation with Turchik and Coxon back there. Here's a snap. Coxon will get the ball again. He will take it up the middle. He's not down yet. And again, a nice carry by Coxon. He'll get 3 there. It'll be a short 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs coming up here from their own 48-yard line.
Stop by Swan and Pilato. 3rd.
The Pitt recruit Tony Pilato there with the tackle. Playing defensive line as well, recruited by Paul Christ at Pitt. He'll be going to Pitt next fall semester. And Fuhrer changing up a play here from the line of scrimmage. I formation. Zach Nolan in motion to the right. 3rd down and 2. Fuhrer takes a snap. It's a fullback dive to Nate Turchik up the middle. And he is down to the 29-yard line. You want to go 3rd down and 2, they'll give it to Turchik up the middle, and he gets 22 yards on that carry. Turchik, also a returning senior. Got a lot of carries in the backfield last year as the tailback. He's been getting a lot of reps at fullback this year so far. And we have a official's timeout on the field, a shoe malfunction. Good carry by Turchik on 3rd down and 2. They will give him 23 yards on the carry. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Spartans' 29-yard line. 3 minutes and counting to go left in our first quarter. Score is still 7-7. Nolan in motion again. Fuhrer in the pistol I formation. Here's the snap. They give it to Coxon, who has some room and gets about 5. Be 2nd down and 5 for the Mustangs on the 24-yard line. And guys, with Jake Chapla's foot, they are easily in field goal range with him right now. McCoy there on the tackle for Hempfield.
Nick Robb got subbed in the game for Nick Coxon. Nick Robb is now at running back. Can't wait to see what he can do.
This is his 4th year of varsity play, Cam. He's done a fantastic career so far with the Mustangs. And they fake. Fuhrer will give the ball to Turchik. It was another fullback dive.
About a yard short, Jake. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2, yeah, good call there, Mr. Barat. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 from the 21-yard line.
3rd and 2.
And we saw Chapla make his kicks. The Mustangs are easily in field goal range, but I don't think at this point in the game they're going to be content with the field goal with how well they've been running their offense so far.
No, I agree. Well, if you get a loss on the play, maybe you do consider a field goal, but I think this is just going to be a power run right up the middle, see what you get.
And there you go. It is Turchik up the middle.
He is the first. He just fell forward like the bus. And probably
looking like
3 yards there, I think.
Mike Caragino was signaling for a 1st down there for the Mustangs.
What you want to do in this drive also, guys, and Maddie, don't want to exclude you. Hempfield running out of the pistol and going to that hurry-up offense, it would probably benefit Plum to keep their offense off the field and just eat up clock and just slowly, methodically run the ball. And that's what they're doing now. We're under a minute left to go in the first quarter, just joining us, 7-7.
And they are 4th and inches. The Mustangs were short. They're going to give the ball to Zach Martin, who has a hole up the middle and enough for the 1st down plus some extra yardage.
I'd like to see the replay on that previous play. It looks like Turchik was well across, but we are off on an angle. Looked like he was well across the 20, but regardless, big run by Zach Martin, blasts his way for a 1st down, and this, unless it's a pass, will essentially probably be the last play of the first quarter. We're down now under 30 seconds. Shot clock at 12.
Mustangs are on the 11. They can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. As Soxman is in, looks like they're in that wildcat formation we saw towards the end of the year last year. Soxman will keep it himself, get up the middle, get some positive yardage.
Maybe. Well, I think he's at the 5, but I've been wrong.
Yes, they did. He did get to the 5-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards. No, they'll give him 6 yards on the play, as that is going to be our first quarter of play here at Spartan Stadium.
Absolutely.
We have seen an interesting first quarter of play, a ton of action, and this Mustang team is more than hanging around with this number 10 ranked Hempfield Spartans team. After one here in Hempfield, our score is the Plum Mustangs 7 and the Hempfield Spartans 7. You're watching Plum Mustangs varsity football on the Plum TV Sports Network.
And you know what, Jake? I think Plum's going to be very content now to continue to run the ball. Like you mentioned earlier, they can still get a first down at the, it looks like now on the 2-yard line, the 1.5-yard line. So I wouldn't expect to see Coach Morgan go to a 5-wide package or anything. Just continue just to eat up some clock and run the ball. So again, we'll see what he calls, but I'd like to see Plum just eat up some more clock and just continually pound it on the ground.
Continue on what they've been having success with in the first quarter. I definitely agree with that.
And you know what? We saw a little bit of that when at the end of the year, specifically at Penn Hills, they seem to have some success running the ball. So, and again, you keep that run and shoot style offense off the field and keep Hempfield out of that rhythm. So, so far so good for Plum. I mean, one bad play and it's 7-7 obviously. So we'll see what Coach Morgan comes up with here. As the sun is starting to dip here at Hempfield Spartan Stadium. Beautiful night, opening night of high school football. Beautiful scoreboard, huh guys?
Oh, absolutely. I've not seen one better in the Whippeal. And we have a stoppage in play.
Altoona's is better.
Unfortunately, Altoona comes to Plum this year. You guys will be able to see Plum and Altoona next year at Altoona Stadium.
When Maddie comes with us next year, Altoona has instant replay on their scoreboard. It's like the one at Heinz Field.
Which is cutting-edge technology at high school stadiums. Sure. Well, the Mustangs will have the ball on the Hempfield 5-yard line.
Scoreboard does say 6-yard line, but obviously the refs placed it dead set on the 5. Still have 4 yards to go. Looks like the yard marker is on the 1, so
they can get 4 for a first down, but if you get that extra yardage, it's 6 points for the Mustangs. And the reason we have a stoppage in play is because we do have another scoreboard malfunction. They can't get the 12-minute clock set up, which is the main clock here at Hempfield High School. High school has 12 minutes per quarter of play for a total of 48 minutes a game.
And you can see the scoreboard is there. You can see the Hempfield Spartan helmet just spinning around, which is obviously very, very nice. Timeouts displayed on the scoreboard. It's very nice. No complaints. Awesome, actually.
And fans who are watching this telecast, we're doing something new here for Plum TV and the Plum High School Sports Network. We're doing a new hashtag. It's called hashtag Plum Selfie Friday. Make sure next time when you're at the game, whether it's home or away, tweet our booth at Plum TV Productions or at J_MITO51. Tweet us your pictures with the hashtag Plum Selfie Friday, and we could mention your picture on the telecast. And we will get a full stoppage of play right now as they try to get that set up here.
Yeah, they're trying to get scoreboard. Have we done our selfie yet?
No, we have not yet.
So
we're probably going to win this here.
Okay, we have to do our selfie. There's Maddie, Jake, Spud, Cam. We ready for the selfie?
We just did ours,
did our selfie there,
and you could do yours too. Again, tweet us with the hashtag Plum Selfie Friday. Doesn't matter who you are. Tweet us and we'll mention you on the air. And as we get that clock trying to set up here for the start of our second quarter, we'll give a little game recap brought to you by Sheets. We had an eventful day at Sheets so far. Mustangs scored on their first possession of the game, a 49-yard run by Nick Coxon. Mustangs were on the board first with a 7-0 lead. Extra point by Chapla was good. Also, Hempfield gone on the board. On defense, defensive fumbled snap by Andrew Soxman went into the end zone, and it was recovered by Chase Logan for a Hempfield touchdown. The extra point was good by John Domet. As we are finally ready to play here, as Soxman will get them set in the T-bone formation. Again, as Mr. Baratze trying to pound that ball in the end zone. And Soxman will keep it and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll definitely be third down here for the Mustangs. And he will get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and 4 from the Hempfield 5-yard line. Bram with a tackle for Hempfield. Mustangs need 4 for the first down. They need 5 for 6 points. They're in the I formation. It's Jumbo. They give it to Turchik up the middle.
He is definitely short.
Yes, he did get positive yardage on the play. We'll see what the Mustangs do here. It's 4th down and 2. They can get to the 1-yard line to get a first down, and they need 3 yards to get into the end zone for 6 points.
Maybe not.
4th down.
And we are seeing Jake Chapla come on the field to try to kick a field goal to give the Mustangs a lead here. Chapla in the scrimmage last week against Fox Chapel was 3 for 4 on field goals, his longest being a 42-yarder. Mustangs are set. Patrick Crossy the holder, Chapla the kicker. There's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. They give Chapla there, I believe, a 21-yard field goal. And with that right there, the Mustangs retake the lead. It is now 10-7 Mustangs here with 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in our first half of play. Well, Mustangs, 2 of 3 possessions so far. 2 have resulted in points. Mustangs are 2 for 2 in the red zone so far today. No, correction, they're 1 for 1 today in the red zone with a field goal. And they had a Coxon 49-yard touchdown run. 25, Don Washington will be back for Hempfield to return.
Chapel to kick for the Mustangs. Luther, Barchetti, and Washington deep for the Spartans.
We'll give you a scoring update right now, brought to you by MSA Sports. In single A action, in Brentwood, Vincentian leads Brentwood 14-0 in the second quarter. Also, Class A, number 2, and formerly undefeated Clareton is leading 24-0 in the second quarter. Chapla's ready. Here's the kickoff.
Good kick.
And boy, has he been booming it deep, and it is out of the end zone for a touchback. Chapla has boomed all 3 of his kicks so far into the end zone. 2 have been returned, and that one has just been let go for a touchback. So Hempfield will start on their own 20-yard line. We'll see Daniel Walters come back on the field to start Hempfield's 3rd possession of the day. And so far, this Mustang defense has been stingy, not allowing a score so far. The only score Hempfield had was on defense with a fumble recovery in the end zone. Washington's the tailback by Walters' side, 1st down and 10. They will fake the handoff. Walters will keep it, but he is stuffed in the backfield. Good play right there. 58, the senior Nick Poprocky.
Walters on the key, spot by Zach Martin.
2-yard loss there. Zach Martin was in on the play.
And they give Billy Bob Baird credit with a tackle there as well. 2nd down and 12. As Mr. Barat said, Washington lost 2 yards on the play. And in motion was number 15, Loudon Richardson, and he will get it on the wide receiver dive play.
His knee, Jake, touched down about the 19. So And might have it back at the 18.
Man, they didn't even move him at all there, so it's going to stay
3rd and 12.
12 yards to a first down, but it's now 3rd down and 12.
It's a big down for both teams.
Absolutely.
And if Hempfield wants to move the chains, if Plum can get the ball again and drive down the field.
Here's a snap. Walters is a 3rd and 10. He has a hole up the middle, and he will be tackled by Turchik at the 28-yard line, but it's not enough. They'll give him a 10-yard carry. It's going to be 4th down and 2. And here comes the punt team led by punter John Domit. It is the second 3 and out for the Hempfield Spartans today, and the Mustangs have had 3 stops on defense, and they've forced 3 punts. Back to return for the Mustangs is 81, Patrick Crossy. Mustang defense has looked spectacular so far in this game. There's the snap. Punt by Domit. It's a sky punt. Patrick Crossy will call for a fair catch, and he will get it at the Mustangs' 45-yard line. Great field position again for the Mustangs. We're going to quickly pause for station identification here on the Plum Mustang Sports Network. This telecast is copyrighted by the Plum Mustang Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without express written consent of the Plum Mustang Sports Network and Plum TV is strictly prohibited. Now, this is nothing to say about this Mustang team this year. We knew that they were going to have a lot of firepower on defense and offense. But they right now are looking good right now against number 10 team Hempfield Spartans.
Sure, and you know, you don't want to read anything into that also.
Right.
Plum has looked real good, but it is the first game. We're still in the first half, so, you know, don't want to, I couldn't be more excited for how Plum is playing, but want to take it series by series.
Correct, quarter by quarter.
Quarter by quarter. I mean, we've seen it before.
That was Coxon on the carry. It's a 5-yard gain for him. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from midfield. Fuhrer in the pistol with Turchik and Coxon behind him. And he'll fake the handoff. Fuhrer will throw. He's going to roll out to the right. Fuhrer will keep it. Try to get positive yards. He has his room to the 40 and out of bounds to the 36-yard line. Will Fuhrer will get 14 yards on the carry, and it's a Mustang first down. No one open downfield. Will Fuhrer, the senior quarterback that he is, took it by himself and got 14 yards for a first down.
Good run by Will. It looked like he was looking deep there, Jake, but everything was covered. So I think Matt Morgan was thinking what I was thinking, maybe get up by 2 scores here, maybe put a proverbial nail in the coffin, but play was covered. So if I was Plum, I would just want to methodically eat up clock, as we talked about before, and move that ball down the field. That should be offsides on the Hempfield right defensive end.
And it looks like they're going to call it Mr. Broad. Their Mustangs have been making this Hempfield defense look a little bit shaky so far.
And you know what's happened, I mean Cameron won't be able to show this, but I mean I'm sure Maddie, you can see this, and Jake, you look at the home stands in front of us for the Hempfield Spartans, and I see more heads down, people looking in their programs than they are paying attention to the game. So what Plum has done essentially is, for the first quarter and a half, is taken the fans completely out of the game.
Fuhrer snap, he will throw. He has time, he's gonna go deep, looking for Teeter, and it's incomplete. Teeter looking for a flag, and he will get one.
And you know what, he drew that flag, and that was really questionable. If we'll take it as really questionable if there was a penalty on that play, but we'll absolutely take it.
Back deep on that play was 21, Lorenzo Barchetti. And the head official does call pass interference on the defense. In high school and college, it's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. NFL was where they do at the spot of the foul. Mustangs will move up 15 yards. It'll be a first down and 10 from the 18-yard line. And still, that does not count as a pass attempt for Fuhrer.
It does not.
The Mustangs do not have a pass attempt or completion so far in this game. They've been running the ball, and why stop?
Agreed.
Doing fantastic job. Looks like Teeter and Crossy twins to the left. They motion Nolan. Fuhrer gives a handoff. Coxon has room, has the outside, the 10, the 5, and he is tackled by number 21, Lorenzo Barchetti, who gets a shoestring tackle to save a touchdown. But Coxon burst through the hole. It's another nice carry by Coxon. They'll roll him down at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
Saw number 20 for Plum coming in, Dylan Whiteman. So it's kind of like their jumbo big package here. I think Coach Morgan just wants to pound it down here. Pound the ball in.
Handoff, Turchik up the middle. He's going to pound. He is going to be down.
Boy, he's right on the
it looks like the half-yard line. He got 4.5 yards. He is half a yard short of a touchdown. And we've seen Nate Turchik, Nick Coxon, Zach Martin carry the ball so well so far, and the offensive line is just opened up the holes perfectly for him.
Sure. And if you're just joining us, Plum up 10-7. We're almost under 6:45 left to go, 6:50.
Keeper, handoff, touchdown, Mustangs. Nate Turchik sneaks it with the fullback dive and will put the Mustangs up by 2 scores here.
28, Nathan Turchik in for the Mustang touchdown.
An easy carry for Turchik right up the middle on the fullback dive. As Mustangs have 2 running backs with a touchdown today. Nick Coxon on a 49-yard run, and Turchik had the 1-yard touchdown run there going with the jumbo package. And the Mustangs will try to make it a 10-point game, as that was a very impressive drive there from the Mustangs. Started from their own 45-yard line. Chapla is on for the extra point. Crossy's the holder. Snap. Kick is up, and the kick will be good. The Plum Mustangs right now with 6:48 to go in our first half lead the Hempfield Spartans 17-7.
Plum Mustangs 17, and Spartans 7. Hempfield Lady Spartan Tennis Team puts their record to 5.
And guys, quickly for our first half of play.
Section rival Franklin Regional. Lady Spartans are 3.
We'd like to remind you at halftime to stay tuned for the Plum and Hempfield marching band performances, their first of the year. It's going to be very eager to see this Mustang marching band out here today and see the Hempfield Spartan marching band, who, of other notable things, has played at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California a couple years ago.
The Hempfield band has a very good reputation, ladies and gentlemen. So, and we're always curious to see what the Plum performance is. We do see it 9-10 times a year. So this is the opening night. So looking forward to both bands' performance.
Plum band director is Bethany Loy, with drum majors J.J. Collins and Madeline Vale, both seniors. Chapla is getting the Mustangs set for the kickoff. They are up by 10, 17-7 on the Spartans right now, with 6 minutes and 48 seconds left in our first half of play. Chapla with the neon cleats will kick it off. Another booming kick. Washington will return from the 4-yard line, and the Mustangs are going to look like they're going to converge on them. Washington gets a 14-yard return. Dylan Whiteman is there for the tackle for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 as we see the Mustang defense come back onto the field, led by senior captain Nate Turchik. And we do want to do the quick injury update brought to you by UPMC Sports Medicine. Jake Tessick, offensive lineman, is out of tonight's game with a concussion, and that right now is the only injury on the team. And looked like a broken play, and they're going to hand it off to 21, Lorenzo Barchetti, but the Mustangs are there. It is 85, Zach Nolan, who's had a big day on defense so far. It was a broken play. No one was open, and it'll push the Mustangs defense with a stop there. It'll be a loss of 13 yards. It pushes them back to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 23. There's the snap. Walters will keep it. He's in trouble. He'll throw up in the air, and it'll be caught.
Good pass.
Nice catch there by number 15, Loudon Richardson, who's had a busy day on offense so far. Walters escaped some danger right there by the Mustangs. Good job getting the pass out to Richardson, and it'll be a 3rd down and around 8 from the 21-yard line. They got to get to the correction. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 from the 21.
Yes, they have to get to the 28.
There's a snap. Walters will throw. It'll be out. It'll be caught.
Oh, good move, too.
Nice catch right there by Dante Luther, who has his 3rd catch of the day. Tackled by 81 Patrick Crossy, whose helmet came off, so he has to come off the field for one play. Good play right there and a good throw placed by Daniel Walters. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line of Hempfield. And they will hand it off. And oh, he'll be stuffed there. Looked like 28, Nate Turchik with the play. The carry was the Barchetti.
Good stick by Nate Turchik as we're under 5 minutes to go. Just joining us, Mustangs with the lead over the Spartans, 17-7, and it looks like
an injury on the play, Mr. Brock. Looks like 64 Eric Trenz.
Looks like Eric Trenz. Looks like he's slightly winded, that's all. See Road Dog and Matt Gatesman come running on here on the field from East Suburban Sports Medicine. These guys always do a good job. East Suburban Sports Medicine. Also Coach Matt Morgan coming out to check on his player. As Eric Trenz does take a knee, as we see the scoreboard there with the rotating helmet. 17-7.
With 5:03 left in our first half of play.
Yeah, if you're Plum, besides that one bad snap, you don't really have anything to complain about, I don't think.
The defense is 3 for 3 on stops. Hempfield's offense has not gotten a score on offense so far in this game. And Eric Trenz is sitting down now.
Yeah, we'll go. We try not to always focus in on injuries, but it's like it's his knee here. We'll stop in a little bit and take a quick little gander here at Eric. Boy, Maddie, let's talk about the weather a little bit, Maddie. Boy, since the sun went down, I think the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees, correct?
Yeah, I'd agree. It's really cool. Looks like nice weather for the game tonight, and it's looking like a good game.
So far, so good. Jake, am I out of line saying that big giant Spartan on the field looks like the Michigan State Spartan?
It absolutely does. Looks exactly like it, other than their school colors are blue and white here at Hempfield. Michigan State Spartans are green and white. Hempfield is one of the larger high schools in the Pittsburgh region, a Quad A school. So they have a lot of kids. They have a big football team, a big marching band. They got a lot of kids here. As Walters is in a T-bone formation, and 2nd down and 7. It'll be a handoff for 21 Barchetti. Tackled by 62 Erfer. And Bill Irvin there on the tackle too. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 here for Hempfield. Quick sub on the field. In for the Mustangs now, it looks like number 63, Mike Caragino, who is playing for the injured Jake Tessick on the offensive line, but he also plays a lot of snaps on defense. Trips to the right, 3rd down and 7. Walters will throw. He will throw to the side, and it will be caught. Nice catch on the side by Dante Luther, his 4th catch of the day. And it will be enough for a Hempfield 1st down. We'll get Hempfield to their own 47-yard line, 4:18 and counting here in our first quarter of play. Walters takes the snap. He looks to throw. He's going to go deep. He has number 2, Dante Luther there with the catch. He is at the 10, and he is going to be in for a Spartan touchdown. Daniel Walters connects with Dante Luther, who makes his 5th catch of the day, and he gets the 2nd touchdown of the day for Hempfield, their 1st on offense. And it cuts the Mustang lead to 4 here, barring the extra point.
was a great stutter step that he had that allowed him to get away from the defender.
Well said there, Spud. It was a good drawn-up play by the Spartans. Right now they're lining up for two, but they're going to go into the extra point formation here. And guys, Hempfield needed that score the way the offense has been going for them today so far. They needed that score, and that's the first points the Mustang defense has given up so far. The kick will be blocked. 24, Nick Robb will block the kick there and deny Hempfield from making this a 3-point game. As Cameron Kutzner turns to the scoreboard here, we have 4:07 left in our first half of play with our score, Plum Mustangs 17 and the Hempfield Spartans 13. You are watching Plum football here on the Plum TV Sports Network. I'd like to mention now, the Mustangs, their last game they played in was a win last year at Greensburg-Salem High School. It was a 30-22 victory, and it was head coach Matt Morgan's first win as Mustangs head coach. The quarterback of Greensburg-Salem Lions was current Hempfield quarterback Daniel Walters. So the Mustangs are very familiar with him. He has a very good arm, good accuracy we've seen so far in this game. And you can't see here because we have a Waldor left. It is whiteout night for the Hempfield student body on the left side. A beautiful night for a football game here at Hempfield. And we will see same kicker so far, John Domit, kicking it off to the Mustangs. That kick is deep. Nick Coxon will return from the 6-yard line, and he will stutter step, and he will dive ahead to the 27-yard line. A 21-yard return for Coxon. It'll be first down and 10 from the 27. Our score so far here at Spartan Stadium is 17-13 Mustangs. Hempfield just scored on a pass from Walters to Dante Luther to connect for a Hempfield touchdown.
Looks like a single back set for the Mustangs, 4 wide. Philip Marr motions left.
Fear will take the snap, first down and 10. He's going to throw. He'll go downfield, and he's going to look and find Patrick Crossy, who makes a fantastic catch and a well-placed ball by Will Fuhr there. Fantastic play. It's going to be a 20-yard catch for Patrick Crossy. First pass attempt for Fuhr on the day, and it's one completion. Crossy's first catch of the year for 20 yards, and it's a Mustang first down on their own 47-yard line. Plum staying in the pistol with 4 wide. Philip Marr in motion again. Fuhr will take the snap. He's going to throw again. It's going to be a screen play. Coxon has the outside. He'll get a hole. He will go to the 40. He has enough for a first down. He stutter steps. He gets to the 31-yard line. A screen play for Nick Coxon, as it is a completion for 22 yards. Fuhr already 2 for 2 on the day for 42 yards. 2 straight pass plays, and it's another first down here for the Mustangs. They are now on Hempfield's 31-yard line.
This Mustangs offense, it's really working on, it's really doing good.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say it, but
it's a different approach from what we've seen in prior years with the Mustangs offense. I can totally agree with you. And we're going to have another penalty. Looked like number 5, Logan Swan on defense, jumped the snap.
Like this year's team, their offense is very aggressive, and that's what we didn't see last year from the Mustangs.
Absolutely, and we've seen it each other. We've seen from last year's team how they've progressed to this year, all building steps. As it was an encroachment on the defense, it'll move the Mustangs up 5 yards, and it'll now be first down and 5 from Hempfield's 26-yard line. 2:43 and counting left in our first half. Mustangs 17, Spartans 13. Nolan's in motion. Fuhrer will hand the ball off. It's Kevin Brown's first carry of the day. Kevin Brown will have enough for the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, as he is the 4th Mustang back to get a handoff today.
Kevin Brown, the ball carrier.
Mustangs are in the Heinz red zone.
By Alex Rassador.
Make sure you can pick up your Heinz ketchup anywhere ketchup is sold. I pulled that one out of Ian Kist's playbook right there, Spud.
Yeah, it made me upset when he did it. It makes me upset now.
Good to know, man. Good to know. Now I know.
At least he didn't say thick, rich.
Yeah, thick,
Heinz.
rich Heinz ketchup.
Yeah, that Ian always said that. It made me sad.
Handoff. Looked like 24 Nick Robb. He'll get some positive yardage to the 19. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 1:55 and counting to go in our first half.
It looks like the Mustangs are really passing the ball around, giving it to many people. Unlike Spud, who won't give the gummies to anybody else.
They're just too good.
I can agree with that. Clock is ticking here. 1:30 to go. Fuhrer's in the pistol with trips to the left. Looks like Nolan, Teeter, and Crossy to the left with Phil Marr on the right. Nolan will motion. There's the snap. Fuhrer will look to throw. Coxon with some blocking. Fuhrer's going to escape it, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fuhrer on the scramble.
He is brought down by number 67, Michael Ferret. Good play there, good pressure.
Loss of 1.
They'll actually give him a loss of 1. It's a sack for Ferret.
Tackle by Ferret.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 20-yard line, under a minute to go and counting. Mustangs have all 3 timeouts left. They're in the pistol with 4 wide, and it's a fumbled snap. Fuhrer still has time to throw. He's going to air it out. Nolan's in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. A broken play, and Fuhrer finds Zach Nolan in the end zone for an unbelievable play, a 20-yard touchdown catch, and the Mustangs will extend their lead. How did he find Nolan on that play? Looked like a broken play on the fumble snap, but Nolan went deep, and guys, Nolan's got good hands for a tight end. He gives the Mustangs an extended lead. Chapla's on for the extra point. Snap, hold by Crossy. Kick is up. The kick is good. And with 37.1 seconds left in our first half of play, the Mustangs lead the Hempfield Spartans 24-13. Will Fuhrer on that drive, 3 for 3 for 62 yards and a touchdown. Zach Nolan, his first catch of the season. He's in the end zone for a 20-yard touchdown catch. And we're going to pause 10 seconds for identification here on the Plum Mustang Sports Network. Welcome back to Spartan Stadium here. 37.1 seconds to go here in our first half of play. The Plum Mustangs are leading the number 10 ranked Hempfield Spartans 24-13. Mustangs have had 4 different scoring plays. Fuhrer on that last play, a 20-yard touchdown pass to Zach Nolan. Nate Turchik had a 1-yard rush for a touchdown, and Nick Coxon on the first play on offense for the Mustangs, had a 49-yard touchdown run. Mustangs are ready for the kickoff here. Chapla will kick for the 4th time today. There's the kick, it's deep. Washington back to return. He is halfway in the end zone, and because of high school rule, if you were to catch the ball in the end zone, it is an automatic touchback. Therefore, Hempfield Spartans will get the ball on their own 20-yard line here. They have all 3 timeouts, 37.1 seconds left. probably be seeing a lot of no huddle here, as we haven't seen it already so far in this game from Hempfield with Daniel Walters at quarterback. And we have a stoppage in play.
Timeout, Plum.
Timeout, Plum.
Correct, Spud. We have a Mustangs timeout. That's their first timeout of the half. Hempfield scoring plays. They had a touchdown pass 53 yards from Walters to Dante Luther.
Then they had a fumble recovery in the end zone.
By, I believe, Chase Logan. And both teams back on the field ready to go here. With 37 seconds left in this first half, Walters is back. Washington by his right side. He will throw on first down. The pass will be caught by Luther on the sideline. Again, he'll get out of bounds. Pushed out by number 14, Andrew Soxman. It's a 14-yard completion to Luther. Only 7 seconds taken off on that play by the Spartans. Very efficient play, and they get out of bounds, save a timeout. Going no huddle again here. Rich Bowen, head coach, giving signals from the sideline. There's the snap. Walters will throw again to Luther, who will get a chunk of yards, give him 8. It'll be a 2nd down and 2 with 26.9 seconds left in this first half of play.
2nd and 2.
They are staying no huddle. Washington by Walters' side. Here's the snap. Walters will throw yet again to Luther. This time, it is an incomplete pass. The first incompletion of the game for Dan Walters. Soxman on the coverage. A little bit wide of the outstretched hands of Dante Luther. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the Hempfield 42-yard line. They got to get to the 44 for a first down. They're going to throw. Pass will be completed. Inbounds. Looks like 87, Neil Graham will make the catch. It's enough for a first down, brought down by Kevin Brown on defense. And it is now a Hempfield timeout. That's their first of the half. As they are still not in Mustang territory yet. They're on their own 48-yard line with 17 seconds left. And with Rich Bowen's offense here at Hempfield, we've been seeing a lot of no huddle, which the Mustangs have seemed to contain so far in this first half of play. And some of that definitely goes on the part of head coach Matt Morgan and defensive coordinator Mike Barlack. Defense has done a fantastic job, as well as the offense. Offense is head by offensive coordinator Lauren Cooley. So from the 48-yard line of the Spartans, they will start with Walters in the shotguns. Walters will throw, looking for someone to pass to. He will get some positive yardage to his own 49. It's only a gain of 1. He couldn't find anyone deep. Good containment by the Mustangs defensive back.
And another timeout for Hempfield. They have 1 left. With 10 seconds left in the first half.
Mustangs still leading this game 24-13 over the 10th ranked Hempfield Spartans. Now, speaking of Quad A action tonight, there was a big game up in Zelienople, PA tonight. Seneca Valley and North Allegheny were playing tonight. That's a fantastic rivalry up there.
Does Central play Bethel?
Yes, Central Catholic plays Bethel Park tonight in a non-conference matchup. They usually play every year, but tonight it's at the new Highmark Stadium in Station Square at Pittsburgh. That is Central Catholic's home field this year. It's the first time in a long time Central Catholic's home field's not been at Carnegie Mellon's football field. We're ready to go. 2nd down and 9 from their own 49-yard line. Snap. Walters will throw. He will go down the middle. It'll be intercepted. 81, Patrick Crossy. He can get some room. He's got the outside. He's going to stay on his feet, and he's going to get to the 27-yard line. Patrick Crossy with the interception. Unfortunately, time has run out here on the first half of play. Fantastic play by Patrick Crossy, an interception, and return to the 27-yard line. But bar none, a fantastic first half here by the Plum Mustangs through the 1-half mark in Hempfield from beautiful Spartan Stadium. Our score after the first half is the Plum Mustangs 24, the Hempfield Spartans 13. Stay tuned for halftime performances from the Plum Mustangs marching band and the Hempfield Spartan marching band. Stay tuned, folks.
They have electronics they need to set up. It's in Chinese fire.
2014-2015 Plum Senior High School Mustang Marching Band, directed by Mrs. Becky Roy, Assistant Director Steve Flory and Joe Joyce, and drum majors J.J. Collins and Maddie Bale. Color guard captains are Megan Gorman and Ashley Pellegrino. Team we change the pace as we bring our slower play to this 1960s hit from the line of Mike Burns and written by Pete Seeger, Turn, Turn, Turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field, the Hempfield area, Burton Marching Band.
By drum makers Manny Pastorella, Bria Soloti, and Bailey White. Tonight the band presents their 2014 show, Malagueña, featuring Chuck Mangy and Children of Sanchez, featuring a flugelhorn solo by Nick Toledo. The band continues with the San Kenton classic, Malagueña. The baritone soloist is Dan Nemeth, and the mellophone soloist is Hannah Lloyd. The band under the direction of Brian Krasinski, the assistant directors Nancy Turner and Andrew Giles. Band directors Tim Hale, visual designer John Howell, and Rich Ryan. And now, the pride of Hempfield, the Spartan Marching Band. One of our Spartan halftime program giveaways is sponsored by Matt Kisner, State Farm Insurance Agency. Call Matt to bundle your auto and home insurance for big savings. Join Matt's team, you can expect your insurance company that you can always trust. Mr. Ray Mello is the winner of 2 big state football tickets with a parking pass. Congratulations, Ray. Our second Spartan halftime program giveaway is sponsored by Absolute Construction, servicing all your construction needs. Scott Logan is our winner of $50 gift certificate from Giant Eagle. Scott donated everything back to the Eagle football program. Thank you, Matt Kisner, State Farm Insurance, and Absolute Construction. Once again, the Hempfield community is invited to attend Rachel's Challenge on Wednesday, September 3rd, 7 o'clock p.m. in the high school auditorium. The Rachel's Challenge is an inspirational program based on the life and writings of the first victim of Columbine, April 30th, 1999. Rachel's example of kindness and compassion has never been repeated. As Rachel says, people will never know how far their service will go. Join us on September 3rd.
Welcome back to the second half of play here at Hempfield Spartan Stadium. Our score after one half is the Mustangs 24 and the Spartans 13. A very good first half by the Mustang offense and defense as Dummett will kick off to the Mustangs. Coxon is back. He will let it go in the end zone. It'll be a touchback at the 20-yard line. Some first half stats brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Mustangs had 9 first downs. Hempfield had 6. Plum had 146 rushing yards to Hempfield's 99. Passing yards, Hempfield had 134 passing yards. The Mustangs had 66. And for running back stats for the Mustangs, Nick Coxon has 7 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown. And Nate Turchik has 5 carries for 33 yards, and he also has a touchdown for the Mustangs. So first down and 10, Fuhrer's back.
4 wide receiver set, I see. Crossy's in motion.
And the pistol, as we've been seeing the whole game. Fuhrer will throw. He's going to go deep. He's looking deep. Looked like Teeter, but just overthrew him. I really like the aggressiveness to start the first half, or second half here, Cam, pardon me. And Fuhrer's got a cannon, just overthrew Teeter just a little bit.
I do too, I do too. They would have completed that, it would have
been a big momentum builder to start the half. All right, second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Zach Nolan in motion. Fuhrer takes the snaps a little bit low. He'll hand off for Coxon, who bolsters up the middle and gets a little push at the end of the play to give him maybe an extra yard. It's going to be third down for the Mustangs and about 5 yards. That's the sophomore Nick Coxon, who we saw a lot of action as a freshman last year. He's had a fantastic game so far for the Mustangs. And after that carry right there, he is 2 yards away from a 100-yard game so far. We got just underway in the second half here from Spartan Stadium. 24-13 Mustang lead. Third down and 5. Fuhrer will throw. He's got time. He's going to find his open receiver, Patrick Crossy. It is going to be a first down, second catch of the day for Patrick Crossy. It'll be a completion for around 16-yard completion for Patrick Crossy, and it is a Plum Mustangs first down. And right there, plenty of time for Will Fuhrer to throw, plenty of protection, had time. He has a cannon, he has very good accuracy. Found the open receiver in Patrick Crossy, who's had a big night so far, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Crossy's the only receiver out wide. Zach Nolan is the tight end. He's in motion. First and 10. Fuhrer takes the snap. Handoff to Coxon on the outside. He breaks through a hole. Nick Coxon with another fantastic carry. He is now over 100 yards for the game. And he'll get 9 there. It's a second down and 1 from the Spartan the Mustang 49-yard line. Boy, Nick Coxon has been bursting through those holes so far this game. The line has given him a big enough hole for him to go through, and Coxon with his speed will burst through there. Twins to the right. The strong eye formation. Dylan Whiteman's in motion. There's a snap, and he will hand it off to Coxon. Has some room to the outside. He will get 5.
Coxon's a ball carrier.
And actually, they were short 1 yard. That's my fault. They were short 1 yard. That was second down and 1 right there. So now it'll be first down and 10 from the 45-yard line of Hempfield. Plum moving the ball mightily here to start this first drive of the third quarter. Nolan in motion. Fuhrer takes a snap. It's another handoff for Coxon, who bursts through a hole. That was a fantastic block right there. Let me get the number for you. That was number 70, Mike Cimboldi on the offensive line for the Mustangs. Coxon's very close to another first down, but he'll be short about 2 yards. It'll be second and 2 from the Spartan 37-yard line. Mustangs in a pistol. Turchik to the left of Fuhrer and behind Fuhrer as the tailback, Coxon. Another handoff for Nick Coxon. He'll take it, and he will have enough for a first down. He'll get a little bit more to the 34. They'll give him 3 yards.
Coxon, the ball carrier.
And I know Mr. Barat loves when the Mustangs run the ball, and as he said earlier in the game, they keep the clock going, they keep the flow of the game going. And before you know it, the Mustangs so far have led the game in time of possession by a big margin. So I like what the Mustangs are doing so far. Crossy in motion, Mustangs in the pistol. He'll throw outside. It is tipped. That's a good defensive play right there. I can get a number right there. It is. It is number 5, Logan Swan, who swatted the ball on the attempted pass from Fuhrer. That is actually Fuhrer's first incomplete pass of the day. Fuhrer's been pretty accurate so far in this game. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Mustangs lead the Hempfield Spartans 24-13 with 8:17 left in our 3rd quarter of play. Mustangs have the 2-back formation behind him. Crossy's in motion. Fuhrer takes the snap. They will hand it off to Nick Robb. Nick Robb bursts through the hole and gets a good chunk of yards. Looks like he gets to the 27-yard line. Nick Robb's been getting a good portion of carries tonight, too, for the Mustangs. It's going to be 3rd down and around 3. Mustangs are on the 28-yard line.
3rd and 4.
They're calling it 3rd and 4. Mustangs got to get about 3.5 yards. They got to get to the 24-yard line for a 1st down. And we don't know. Chapela has a big leg, but I don't know if this is comfortable field goal range for him, so we'll see what the Mustangs do here. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. And we're going to have a Mustang timeout.
Timeout, Plum.
Head coach Matt Morgan called the timeout from the sideline. That'll be the first Mustang timeout of the half. They have 2 left. We have 7:36.
Please get that ticket out on a blue ticket. The number is 583.
And quickly here, I had a sheet printed up for us today for this day in history. I'd like to do this with Cam here. Back in 1966 at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, the Beatles played their last concert as a band together.
Your $620.
And on this day in 2005, Hurricane Katrina slammed into the U.S. Gulf Coast, destroying beachfronts, towns in Mississippi and Louisiana, displacing millions of people and killing 1,000 more.
That was 9 years ago from today, folks. Also, quick happy birthday, 78th birthday, John McCain, former Republican runner in the 2008 election, lost to President Barack Obama.
The more you know, folks.
Also, it would have been Michael Jackson's 56th birthday today. Michael Jackson died 5 years ago. Here we go. Fuhrer takes the snap. 3rd and 4. It's a screen play. It's going to work. Coxon has the outside. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown, Mustangs. A screen play on 3rd down and 4 to Nick Coxon. That's his first receiving touchdown of the night and 2nd total touchdown of the day. It's a 24-yard completion, and the Mustangs right now have a 30-13 lead. Boy, Cam, he had a lot of room on the left side there.
Yeah, that was good blocking by the offensive line on the left side. There was nobody within 5 yards of him.
Extra point coming from Chapela here. Snap is a little bit low. Chapela gets the kick up, but it's good. Chapela's 4 for 4 on extra points today, and 1 for 1. He had a 21-yard field goal earlier in today's game. But right now, the Mustangs have extended their lead to 3 scores. The Mustangs lead the Spartans 31-13 with 7:27 left in the 3rd quarter. You are watching Plum Mustangs football on the Plum High School Sports Network. Welcome back to Spartan Stadium, and we are just seeing an offensive outbreak from this Mustang team tonight. They lead Hempfield 31-13 as we are underway here in the second half of play. It was a 27-yard pass screenplay from Will Fuhrer to Nick Coxon for a touchdown. Fuhrer throws his second touchdown pass of the day. Nick Coxon records his second touchdown of the day. He has one rushing touchdown and he has one catching touchdown. Neon shoe Jake Chaplow will kick it off, and it is a booming kick. Back is Washington to return it for Hempfield. He'll return it from the goal line. He's going to get to the left side. He has some room, and he will be brought down. Good play there by number 21, Michael Anderson, the sophomore. On kickoff makes the play. So Hempfield will come out for their first possession of the second half. We're going to take a quick break here on Plum TV and the Plum High School Sports Network. Walters is in the shotgun. He will keep it. He has some room. He's going to run, and he'll get brought down by 81 Patrick Crossy.
Looks like he's a little bit shaken up on the play as well.
Tackled by Crossy.
Boy, has Patrick Crossy been everywhere on the field today, guys. He's looked fantastic.
With that interception, and then, well, the interception.
Couple catches on the offensive side, too. You were telling me that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I was talking about defensively, sorry.
And carry up the middle, and he's engulfed by Mustang defenders. The carry there was by number 21, Barchetti. Barchetti and Washington have been sharing carries tonight for the Hempfield Spartans. They'll get 4 yards, third down and 1 from their own 34-yard line. Walters is under center for, I think, the first time today. And did he get the first down? I don't know if he did. Someone's helmet came off. It's number 64, Eric Trenz. And he did not get enough. They tried the quarterback keeper, but it is not enough. And it is now 4th down and 1, and it is decision time for Hempfield. And we'll see what head coach Rich Bowen does right here.
I would assume they would go for it since the Mustang defense has been pretty strong all day. So, I mean, they've scored 13 points in a little over 2.5 quarters. So I would expect they would go for it.
This could be the deciding play of the game.
It could be.
And guys, a weird play here. They placed the ball differently after the play was over. And I am shocked they're calling that a first down. So Hempfield will have a first down from their own 35-yard line. They got enough on that carry there. Walters will throw. It is intercepted. Number 20, Dylan Whiteman with the interception. And he takes it to the Hempfield 21-yard line. The second interception of the day for the Mustangs defense, and the first one by Dylan Whiteman.
And the spot doesn't even matter.
Exactly right, Spud. Right after that, Plum Mustangs get an interception on defense and have fantastic field position, as I believe they're going to be on somewhere close to the 20-yard line, make it the 22. And guys, we're going to give a quick little shout out because we don't get to see them very much tonight. The Plum cheer squad, who's on the other side of us tonight, looking good in their new uniforms, as well as the Mustangs' new helmets looking good. Zach Nolan in motion. Mustangs have a 1st and 10 from the Hempfield 22-yard line. Fuhrer will hand it off to Coxon, who has the outside and gets to the 11-yard line. It is a first down for the Mustangs.
Caught by Ty McAleese. First down, Mustangs.
And now the Mustangs are back in the Heinz red zone. Get your Heinz ketchup anywhere ketchup is sold. Mustangs are on the 11-yard line. They can get to the 1 for a first down, or they can get 11 yards and get another 6-point touchdown. We have 5 minutes, 28 seconds and counting to go in the third quarter. Mustangs 31, Spartans 13. And it's Coxon. He'll keep pounding through. Helmet came off on a player.
Johnson, once again, the ball carrier.
Looked like it came off of 70 Mike Simboli. It's going to be second down. They'll give Coxon 4 yards.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Be 2nd and 6 from the 7. They can get to the 1 yard line for a first down.
Ethan Washington is in the game now, so they're running a 2 tight end set. I like what the Mustangs are doing.
Washington's a good blocker on that outside too. We'll see that a lot coming this year. Mustangs in a T-bone formation. It's Fuhrer. He'll hand it off to Nick Robb.
He muffed the handoff a little bit, but it looked like he got it back.
Looks like he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 6 from the 7 yard line. Mustangs in field goal range for Jake Chapla. But I believe Mustangs here are going to really want to score a touchdown here and try to make this a 4 possession game.
Loss of 1, 3rd and 7.
So Fuhrer will go under center. Mustangs in the T-bone formation, and now they will motion into the pistol with a trips to the right with Nolan, Crossy, and Teeter. Here's the snap. Fuhrer's going to throw. He is going to go to the end zone, and it is incomplete off the outstretched hands of number 23, Ashton Teeter. And that will bring up 4th down and 6. And here comes Jake Chapla and the Mustangs kicking team to try to make this a 3 touchdown game. Chapla's 1 for 1 on the night. He hit a 21-yarder in the, I believe, the 2nd quarter. Yes, 2nd quarter he hit a 21-yarder. And he has nailed all 4 extra points so far in this game. Chapla's on for a 25-yard field goal. There's a snap, it's high, and they're gonna have to go for it. Patrick Crossy's gonna run to the outside. Crossy is going to get in the end zone. What are they gonna rule? A touchdown, Mustangs. Well, I thought we've seen everything here tonight, but a muff snap.
Now that's what I call hustle there, Jake.
You do not give up on the play, Cam. I agree with you 100%. Patrick Crossy went all out to score that touchdown, and I don't think I've ever seen that before in our 17 years of watching football. I don't think I've ever seen that at any level before. So the credit goes to Crossy with a 15-yard fumble recovery run for a touchdown. That counts as a rush, and it counts as a Crossy touchdown.
Also like to give a big shouts out to Jake Chapla for being the lead blocker over there.
Absolutely. He didn't give up on the play either. Kick from Chapla is going to be nailed through the uprights and good. And wow is the only word I can say after that play, guys. Fantastic hustle by the Mustangs. Special teams. Crossy brings it in the end zone for a 15-yard fumble recovery touchdown run. We have 3 minutes, 40 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter of play, and the Plum Mustangs are leading the Hempfield Spartans 38-13. We'll be back, and we're going to take a second here for station identification here on the Plum Mustangs Sports Network. This telecast is copyrighted by the Plum Mustang Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Plum Mustang Sports Network and Plum TV is strictly prohibited. Quick little Section 3 Foothills Conference score update at halftime in Penn Trafford. Penn Trafford was leading Kiski 21-7. Quarterback Chad Ford for Kiski threw a touchdown at the end of the half.
Marquetti and Washington deep for the Spartans. Chapla.
And guys, we can feel it from this Hempfield side. It seems like the crowd is kind of deflated a little bit. The Mustangs so far have taken the breath out of this crowd at whiteout night here in Hempfield. Chapela will be on to kick it off with 3:40 left in this third quarter. And he boots this. I think that's his furthest kick of the day. And it is. Washington caught it in the end zone, therefore it is a touchback according to PIAA rules. We will see the Spartans come back on the field for a 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. We'll see the Mustang defense come back out there. Last Mustang possession, I wish we could show you instant replay. Linebacker Dylan Whiteman with the interception to put the Mustangs in good field position to end up setting up a touchdown score. Washington's the ball carrier. He gets 5.
Washington, the ball carrier. Gain of 5.
Now, Mr. Barad, you were watching that play in astonishment on the last field goal play. Have you ever seen that play before? I wanted to ask you that.
Over the last 15, 16 years, Jake, videotaping, I've seen plenty of fumbled snaps, but wait till after the play here.
That was Washington on the catch. Completion from Walters to Washington will get 4 yards.
And I've seen a lot of missed snaps gone the other way, but great play by Patrick Crossy. And when I was watching it upstairs with the coaches, when as soon as he turned the corner and made that spin, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, he's going to get in.
Washington, the ball carrier, he has a hole up the middle. Plenty for a 1st down. He'll get to the 42-yard line.
I think Crossy got a hand on him there and might have tripped him up.
Boy, he has been everywhere tonight. Patrick Crossy has been on offense, has been on special teams, has been on defense. A lot of these guys on the Mustangs team are very versatile. They can play special teams, defense, and offense, and you like to see that a lot.
Well, a lot of them have to, Jake, because I think there's a total of high 40s on the varsity roster.
Walters will throw over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Bill Irvin with a defensive play. Crossy almost intercepted that off the ground. Almost made a spectacular play, but good coverage by linebacker Bill Irvin. As we've got 2:18 left here in this third quarter of play. Mustangs leading the Hempfield Spartans 38-13.
Yeah, no complaints tonight. Plum's look solid on both sides of the ball, and it's just amazing that I'm looking at the scoreboard at Plum at 38 points, and I don't know if Plum scored 38 points all last year.
And it was a wide receiver motion. Looks like 15 Richardson, and he'll be down for a loss of yardage.
15 Richardson, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Nick Robb.
I did see Nick Robb there, Cam. Also saw Kevin Brown in there, looking at the play there.
Hereford and Trent in on the stop.
It'll be 3rd down and 13 yards from the 39-yard line. There's a screen. It's going to look like it was trying for Dante Luther. I think the ball was tipped there too a little bit.
Tipped at the line. I agree with you, Jake.
Intended for Luther, and it is the 3rd 3-and-out for Hempfield today, as Domit and the punt team will come on the field.
Crossy and White is deep for the Mustangs to wait the punt of John Domit.
Plum has 2 guys back. It looks like Teeter and Crossy. They're playing a little safety here just in case they fake it. As Domit gets it away, that's a booming kick.
Nice kick.
Teeter will catch it, and he's going to return it. Teeter has some room.
He's got to the outside. He could go.
And
one man to beat.
Get down. That was not Teeter. That was a new player to the Mustangs, Leighton Quao.
Number 30. He's a junior, I believe.
He's a junior. He's new to the school district. And welcome to the school district, Leighton Quao. A fantastic return by him to get to the 37-yard line.
You have here just over a minute, just under, 124 left. Plum up by 21 points, 38-13. You kind of think that they are going to run the ball a little bit here and just eat up clock.
we will definitely see a conservative approach here.
And as we say that, Feuer's going to pass. Wide open.
Crossy's wide open to the 20-yard line, and he needs to be brought down by 4 Spartan defenders.
And he's hurt. Might have the wind knocked out of him.
And that's not good. Patrick Crossy is down on the play. His teammates are helping him. Hempfield trainers over there, and then Road Dog's gonna come here.
Here comes his dad, Dr. Crossy, coming scooting across the field. Coach Morgan coming out. Here comes Matt Gatesman. We hope it's not serious.
He's pointing at his right leg, Mr. Barat.
The whole Hempfield team is on the field.
Surrounding Patrick Crossy, looks like, too.
Yeah, which our former principal and Coach John Rotesic always said was it's a concern when the player's not moving. When you see no movement, they're really injured. If you see the player squirming in pain, moving around a little bit, they're fighting the injury. And you can see Pat's moving around a little bit. So, I mean, not knowing what has happened, I just thought he had the wind knocked out of him. This looks like maybe he pulled his hamstring. He's touching his toe, and then up he goes. Try to get up. Might need some help.
Yeah, something with his leg. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully Crossy's okay. He's a very key part of this team, and so far tonight, I can't even give you the highlight reel so far what Patrick Crossy's done for this team tonight. A couple catches on the offensive side, a fumbled snap, and he takes it 15 yards to the house for a touchdown. He's also had an interception on defense. The junior Patrick Crossy, who was the returning leading receiver for the Mustangs, he's going to get up. And fans clapping for him here. Good sign that it seems like Crossy's not limping. He is walking a little bit gingerly, but he seems okay. All the best for Patrick.
Absolutely.
So after that, it was a completion of 20 yards to Patrick Crossy. That was his 3rd catch of the day. And Feuer has defined accuracy in his throws today. He's done a fantastic job as well. The Mustangs are back into the Heinz red zone. And as my old colleague Ian Kist would say, and I'm going to say it now, get your thick and rich Heinz ketchup. Any place ketchup is sold.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Hand off to Kevin Brown on the outside. He's got Turchik as a blocker. Kevin Brown gets around there. And the tackle will be made by number 42, Richie Renko.
He's close to a first down also. That's a gain of 8.
And we've seen, with not the substitutes, Mustangs play a lot of positions by committee. They have not missed a beat tonight. Whoever they put in the game so far, we've seen it. Even Dylan Whiteman at linebacker, interception. All these guys in the field tonight have been making an impact for the Mustangs, and it's great to see that. Senior Philip Mars on the outside. He was battling a broken pinky finger the past 2 weeks, but he told me he was going to be able to go tonight in this game. Feuer under center. They'll hand it off to Kevin Brown, who sidesteps. He will have enough for the first down, get to the 5-yard line. What do we got here? We're checking, and as I check, it is the end of our 3rd quarter of play here in Hempfield. It has been a beautiful night so far. A couple of complaints from us from the booth, but we can't complain about the game that's been going on so far. Mustangs look great through 3 quarters here at Spartan Stadium in Hempfield, Pennsylvania. It is the Mustangs 38 and the Spartans 13. You are watching Mustangs football here on the Plum Football Sports Network. Well, through 3 quarters, it's tough to give a game summary at this point. It's been, so far, most Mustang points tonight. As you see, it is already 38-13 as we head into our 4th quarter of play. And the Mustangs are in good position to score yet again. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Mustangs have scored 5 touchdowns tonight. Nick Coxon has 2 of them. Patrick Crossy has 1 of them. Zach Nolan has a touchdown on the receiving end. And Nate Turchik also has a rushing touchdown for the Mustangs. And Jake Chapla is 5 for 5 on extra points, and he's also made a 21-yard field goal. Mustangs in the I formation. Out wide is Marr. Fuhrer will hand the ball off Kevin Brown. He goes into a hole, but he is engulfed by the Spartan defense.
Brown, the ball carrier.
And that's absolutely fine. I mean, Plum's up by 3 touchdowns, guys, and Maddie. You know, there's no reason to do anything. No reason to hurry up. We're under 11 and a half minutes in the 4th quarter. No reason to rush. Hempfield needs 3 scores, and Plum's in position to
extend this lead.
Extend it to either a field goal, hopefully, or a touchdown to make it 4 scores.
They were generous with the spot. I'm sorry, Maddie, to interrupt you there. They were generous with the spot. They got at the 4-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Coxon's going to take it, and he is going to be in for the Mustangs touchdown. Nick Coxon with his 3rd overall touchdown of the day, 2nd rushing touchdown. He is over 100 yards today, and he's had a fantastic game. And the Mustangs, barring the extra point, have a 44-13 lead. Maddie, what were you going to say right there?
I was going to say the offense's consistency has really been keeping them to push the ball towards the end zone, and I think that's really key here.
No, obviously, and Maddie, you could be our lucky charm. I haven't videotaped a victory in 3 years, so thanks for coming tonight. And Plum is ready to get there, and they did their 45th point of the night. 45-13.
Remaining in the 4th quarter of play. Mustangs 45, Spartans 13.
And man, this crowd is dead quiet right now. Mustangs proving that they are going to be a top contender in this new Foothills Conference Section 3 Quad A this year, taking on Hempfield. They looked, I can't even describe how well they've looked tonight. They've looked fantastic. We've expected it from this team. They have a lot of returning a lot of returning seniors and juniors, a ton of experience on both sides of the ball. And I like all of us here at the Plum Mustang Sports Network and Plum TV are not only impressed, but we knew this was going to come.
Great job by Coach Morgan and the coaching staff preparing for tonight's game.
Yeah, I totally agree 100%. Offensive coordinator Lauren Cooley and defensive coordinator Mike Barlack, as well as the rest of the coaching staff, who have just done so far a fantastic job here tonight. And here with 11-14 remaining in this game, Chapla kicks it off, and it is going to be in the end zone.
And that is such a weapon. We haven't talked about that all night, but when Pat McAfee was here, when you have a kicker like Chapla that can just send that ball through the end zone, and the other team's offense, they are not starting drives on the 30, 35, 40. They're pinned in the 20, and even though the Hempfield quarterback has experience for Greensburg-Salem last year, still never played a game here at Hempfield Spartan Stadium, and it's made a difference tonight.
And he'll throw. It's going to be incomplete. That is senior Zach Martin on the play there, who's played a big role on defense as well today.
And I hate to say it also, guys, we've talked about this, Jake, you and I, for the last 2 years. Plum's been mercy rolled numerous amounts of times, and we're at that stage right now. Plum up by 28 on the other end. Another score, an extra point, and the mercy rule will go into effect the other direction. So something to keep in mind.
Handoff stopped in the backfield. I need to see that number right there. It was a fantastic play. 58, senior Nick Poprocky getting into the backfield, making a fantastic play. And it'll be third down, I believe. 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6, and we're almost under 10 minutes to go here in the last quarter. 10:15 left to go. 20 seconds left on the shot clock as Hempfield waits for the play. One sidecar to the left.
Walters takes a snap. Walters will throw to the outside. It's going to be caught.
Oh, he's close, Jake. Wow, what a gracious spot that was.
Yes, that's Dylan Sikora.
I don't even think his back was on the 30. There's no way the ball even crossed the 30, but
I agree, but they're going to give him a generous spot there at the 30.
Again, it's a 28-point lead. We get it.
Absolutely. Walters will take the snap. They're going a lot of no huddle. He kept the ball. He'll throw it to the outside. Zach Martin got in there, missed the tackle, but finished off right there by number 18, Jason Hubner. The catch was made by number 18. I believe it's Ryan Sikowski.
Yes, it is. He's a senior, 5'11", 188 pounds.
First down, Spartans.
And we've seen, I'd like to mention too, because he is a Pitt prospect, Tony Pilata, the left tackle. There has really not been any pressure from the right side of the Mustang defensive line so far. Walters will go deep, and he's going to find an open receiver downfield.
I think that was number 2 for the Hempfield Spartans. That's obviously, we've called his name a lot tonight, Dante Luther.
Result of the play is a Spartan first down.
You can see so far tonight, that's been Walter's favorite receiver. And we have a stoppage in play. It's a timeout. Plum Mustangs.
That is Plum's. I don't know if they took it off the board.
That's their second timeout.
Timeout with 9:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Don't know if they didn't like some formation that Hempfield came out with.
I believe actually they had 12 men on the field, so they were trying to sneak them off the field, and Matt Morgan wanted to be safe there, not sacrifice maybe taking a penalty there.
You know, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do anything risky here, but it'd be interesting to see what the defensive call is. I've watched the last couple plays, and I saw the outside linebackers, Jake and Maddie, like actually taking a step or two in.
Yeah.
You wonder if they'll come in with a blitz to put some pressure on the quarterback or not. You know, Walters has looked okay. I mean, Hempfield had 238 yards, total yards at halftime, so they outgained Plum. They just didn't outgain them, obviously, on the scoreboard.
Walters hands off.
Big hole.
Yeah.
That was number 21, by the way, by the Hempfield Spartans. That's Lorenzo Barchetti. He's a senior, 5'11", 161 pounds. It was a gain of 4. So it would be 2nd and 6.
Hempfield moving the ball here a little bit. Plum looking like they're in a little bit of prevent defense. There's a throw. It's going to be caught on the outside by Luther.
Luther has to be well up over 100 yards.
He does, absolutely.
I mean, we don't have it in front of us, but good for Hempfield as they're moving down the field. We'll see if Plum can tighten it up a little bit. And traditionally, this is where those run and shoot teams, Jake, when they go to 4-5 wide, they usually struggle here because you can't really spread them out.
Absolutely.
You know, and you can see they go to almost a bunch formation there, and Plum there's just a gaggle of defenders there wrapping up on the 15-yard line, so that's no gain. Should be 2nd and 10 as we're under now 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Plum with a 45-13 lead. And you can see Hempfield not going to any 4 wide receivers. We'll have Cameron zoom out real quick here. You can see it's a bunch formation. You know, they're not spreading out Plum. Probably a lot of misdirection.
Walters for the end zone, out of the end zone, incomplete.
Wasn't even close, actually. Good job to throw it away, though, by Walters. He didn't see anything he liked.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. That was coverage right there by number 8, Nick Coxon. Also back deep was 18, Jason Hubner.
3rd and 10.
Walters has Washington to his left. Walters will throw 3rd down. Pass is going to be caught and out of bounds. And
short by about 2, Jake. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm just saying I don't think we need no introduction to the man who caught the ball right there. It was Dante Luther.
Luther again. Well, they're calling actually 4th and 3. He's out at the 8-yard line, but doesn't look like it. It looks at 7.
And no thought about a field goal here either.
No,
Hempfield
absolutely
Spartans.
not. Yeah, I mean, they want to score. They're going to get the first down, obviously, first. Still has 12 seconds left on the play clock, and it looks like Hempfield's going to call timeout.
Correct.
Timeout.
Hempfield timeout. It's their first of the half.
Looks like there's a lot of confusion on their end.
And we just want to give you folks a reminder, next Friday, Plum Mustangs will open at home, their first home game. It'll be a non-conference opponent. Their only non-conference opponent scheduled on the 9-game schedule. It's the North Hills Indians.
And I've never, in the last 15, 16 years, have ever taped the North Hills Indians. This is a first for me. Their head coach now, Jack McCurry, is retired. Pat Carey actually taught with him at Noon High School for a year in 93, 94. Real good guy, real good teacher, real good coach. So looking forward to that matchup next week. Obviously now with Plum on a huge, hopefully coming off a huge victory against the Hempfield Spartans.
I believe LeVar Arrington's maybe the most famous out of North Hills High School NFL player, and he's going to go for the end zone. It's going to be overthrown for Dante Luther. It is a turnover. Mustangs forced the 3rd turnover of the game, the first one on downs. And the Plum Mustang offense will come back out on the field here with 8:05 left in this game with a 32-point lead at 45-13.
Quick shot of the scoreboard there by Cameron Kutzner. Thank you. You know what's interesting about their scoreboard, Jake, Maddie? It's lit up there at the top where it says Spartan Stadium.
Yes, it is.
And their emblem. Just thought I'd point that out.
It's a little hidden gem out here. We didn't think that Hempfield has a nice facility, nice basketball arena. It's a hidden gem out here in the middle of Laurel Highlands. Carried by Nick Robb.
He's up over the 10, maybe to the 11.
No, I'm sorry. That was Nick Carlosano, the junior running back. Nick Carlosano was on the carry there.
And if Cameron can zoom out, because he has the proper angle here, you can see the Hempfield Spartan Gymnasium. If you tilt up a little bit, Cam, there's their gymnasium right there. Concession stand right in the front. So real nice facility there. The crosswalk going over into the school. So similar to Gateway, a little smaller than Gateway.
Correct.
So.
And Pitt offensive lineman recruit Tony Pilato is also a star on the basketball team for the Hempfield Spartans.
Nice.
They are reigning Section 1 champions from last year. If you're in the T-bone pistol formation, and I can't tell, it's tough to tell from this angle who got the carry.
I'm looking. It is, can't tell.
I know, it's very tough from our angle up here. It looks like 27, I believe, Mr. Barat.
And if it was 27, excuse me, that's Nick Pampina, junior running back.
Missed a lot of last season with an ACL injury.
So we have 3rd down as we're under 6.5 left to go in the 4th quarter. Mustangs up 45-13, 3rd and 4. Assuming Plum would keep this on the ground, but you don't know.
Here under center. Whiteman's the fullback. The carry will go up the middle again, but he's going to be stopped there. That was another carry again by Pampina, number 7 for Hempfield, who recovered the ball in the end zone for Hempfield's first score of the game. That was all the way back in the first quarter. But they will punt. And guys, an interesting stat right here. This is Plum's first punt of the day. It'll be Chapela punting, I believe. No, it will not. It'll be Zach Nolan, last year's punter. He will punt for the Mustangs here. Did a very nice job last year. It's a low snap. He still catches it. Nolan gets a good line drive punt off. And it'll take a bounce, and he will be tackled.
Looks like I don't mean to interrupt, Jake. Hempfield had 9 players on the field.
Yeah, I realized that. And, oh, that's not good. Zach Nolan is down on the play.
For an injury.
Out comes Road Dog. Matt Gatesman, I'm sure, will be right behind him.
And Zach Nolan is your starting tight end and one of the defensive ends on the defense. He's had a big day today. The touchdown catch.
Looks like he might have a cramp also. He looked, you know, again, you don't know from up here, but, you know, he's stretching out. Players they've practiced, but they haven't been in game situation.
Since what? Last Friday.
Yeah, so you never know, but
I'd like to mention here, Zach Nolan's also a 3-sport athlete at Plum. Zach Nolan plays football. In the winter, he plays hockey, and in the spring, he's a baseball player. And I know Zach Martin is a 3-sport athlete. He plays football in the fall. He wrestles in the winter, and he also plays baseball in the spring. And Nolan is up. Crowd gives a round of applause to the injured player. He's also walking gingerly off the field.
Well, if you're the Hempfield Spartans, with 5:40 left to go, the chances of scoring 4 touchdowns are slim and none. So I'm sure their head coach just wants to put together a drive, try to get in the end zone here, something to build on for next week. We'll see what they do as Walters goes under center and just look for Luther to get a plethora of balls as he has been. Dante Luther all day today. He's actually split guys and Maddie wide to the right now.
Walters will keep it. Looks like an option play.
He has room to run too. Good play call.
And Hubner there to make the tackle for the Mustangs. And we are going to get a flag. Yes, a late flag.
Late flag. I didn't know if that was that's either a face mask, Jake, or a clip. I didn't see anything.
I think I saw a clip there, not to assume, but I believe I saw a clip there. And it might go on the Mustangs.
I'm thinking face mask.
With a dead ball, personal foul against the defense.
All right, that'd be 15 yards after the play, so it could have been unsportsmanlike conduct. So that should move the ball down to the 10-yard line, and it should be, assuming they put it on the 10, it should be 1st and goal to go.
And there was a personal foul there, so it'll go 15 yards.
They're actually going to place it on, looks like the 11 or 12.
We've seen that a lot today. Team get the ball on the 11-yard line, and they can get to the 1 for a first down, but they go the extra yard. They're in the end zone. Walters will keep her, and Walters will get into the end zone for a Hempfield touchdown. Zach Walters with an 11-yard rush up the middle. He will cut into the Mustangs lead, barring the extra point. The Mustangs now lead the Spartans 45-19. That is Hempfield's first score of the second half. And they will go into this 2-point formation, which they can later change into the extra point. And we are going to get a timeout, Hempfield. We'll see what they do here. That is their second timeout of the half. They have 1 left.
And Plum also has 1 left. So you'd be curious to see, you know, once they come back for kickoff, what will happen if they'll go for an onside kick or not. I mean, they do need 3 scores, and there's 5:18. We've seen crazier things before.
We thought we could see everything tonight so far in this game. And that's rough to say, because you think football's a normal game and a lot of happenings happen every week, but
sure.
You can also tell, like this week, there's a lot of things that I have never, ever seen before.
Well, good for Pat Crossy. He made a field goal attempt turn into something spectacular. And speaking of spectacular, we have Hempfield going for 2. Daniel Walters under center. Luther in motion, I believe, right?
Yes, it is Luther, and he is going to be still carrying, but I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to be short. He is.
And that's a 26-point lead for the Mustangs. And honestly, if you're Hempfield, I don't know. Why would you? Why would you do that? That's mind-boggling to me. You know, actually, not a 26-point lead. I apologize.
Spartans 19.
Yeah, 26-point lead.
Correct.
Why would you go for 2 this early? Doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, 40. I mean, I guess he's thinking, coach is thinking, no difference. 45-20, 45-19, 45-21.
Right.
Down by 24. I get it. We still need the scores. It is the first game, though. I understand, but
because it'd be tough for them. They're down. They were technically down, like you said, 4 scores. There's 32
down 4
points.
scores of a 2-point conversion.
Right,
but I understand why you go for 2, but you just think this late in the game, it's, you know, and Plum's expecting the onside kick. I mean, if Cameron can zoom out a little bit, you'll be able to see that they have 3, 4, 5, 7 up front. See, and this is where I would tell the kicker guys and Maddie, like, this is where you pooch it. Just chip it up over the line. Maybe the ball bounces and it bounces back towards you.
But they will not. They will kick it off deep.
Is that Crossy?
Here comes a return, yes. And that's a smart play by Patrick Crossy to slide down at the 25-yard line.
No reason
Good sign to see Patrick Crossy out there, guys.
And no reason to do anything goofy. And you would expect also at this time, Plum would just run the ball every play. There might not be a reason to put it up in the air at all. 5:12 left to go. You want that clock to run, and you want it to run and try to get out of here without losing a player.
And Hempfield's down to 1 timeout as well, so they can only stop the clock 1 time. And now in the game for the Mustangs is number 12, Matt Goodland, the junior quarterback, who is in his 2nd year of varsity play.
And Plum comes out to a pretty standard formation, 2 wide, fullback, running back.
Here's the snap. Handoff again up the middle for Carlosano. He gets a good gain up the middle.
Gain of 6, maybe 7.
Yes. They'll give him 7, Mr. Barradas. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
7, 2nd and 3.
As it is starting to get a little bit cooler here as the sun progressed down here at Spartan Stadium. Goodland under center. There's the snap. He will hand the ball off again to Carlosano, who is going to be stopped at the line. He'll be engulfed by a couple Hempfield defenders. So it'll be 3rd down here coming up for the Mustangs.
Carlosano, the ball carrier. Stopped by 51, John Ryan. And 42.
The WPIL Quad A game of the week, according to Mike White, a Trib Sports reporter. Seneca Valley and North Allegheny are scoreless after 3 quarters of play.
Wow.
In Zelienople. And also at the end of the 3rd quarter, in talking about section play for Plum and Hempfield, Penn Trafford's leading Kiski 42-7.
Oof.
Here's a 3rd down, and Carlosano's going to get to the outside, but he'll be stopped.
Yeah, there wasn't much room in the outside, Jake, as he was swallowed up at the 27. So what Plum was able to do on that drive is successfully take about 2 minutes off the clock there. They'll probably punt the ball with just at the 3-minute mark. Chapla back to punt. What's interesting now is I don't think the 2 return guys for Hempfield know that Chapla's actually punting, because if he gets a hold of this ball, it's going to skyrocket over their heads.
And hold up, we have a flag on the play. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be too many men on the field for the Mustangs. Yes, it is. Too many men on the field, and one will leave the field now for the Mustangs. In football, you can have 11 guys on the field for your team, 11 on both sides. You can put any less than 11, but you cannot have any more than 11 guys on the football field. Therefore, it was a 5-yard penalty on the Mustangs.
And we have 2:59 left to go.
Snap back, Chaplin will boot it, and it's a nice line drive kick. And it'll be returned as Marr got a hand in there at first. And he'll be finished off by number 44, Nick Carlesano.
Marchetti on the return, fought by Carlesano. First and 10.
And we do have a new quarterback in the game for the Hempfield Spartans. Looks like number 3, Clark Peterson.
He's a sophomore. He's a little bit bigger than Walters.
Here we go in the shotgun.
A lot bigger than Walters.
Pedersen will hand it off.
Peterson,
thank you.
Peterson.
Yeah, and the running back will get about a yard on the play. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds counting in the game. Mustangs leading the Hempfield Spartans 45-19. It's been a beautiful night here at Hempfield, an eventful night. And right now, barring a miracle comeback, it looks like the Mustangs will get their first win of the season. And their first win in section play. They'll throw to the outside, and Bill Irvin on the outside makes a spectacular play to stop the receiver on the play.
Pass complete to Slawski. Loss of 3, tackled by Irvin.
So Irvin with the stop, 1:50 and counting. Again, Mustangs at home next week in a non-conference game against the North Hills Indians. Peterson will keep it, not get enough. It'll be 4th down. Tackled on the play by number 70, Mike Simboli. Also Ethan Washington in on the play.
Peterson on the scramble, gain of 1. Tackled by number 70, Michael Simboli. 4th and 12.
And obviously Hempfield going for it now, Jake, Maddie, as we're under 1:10 left to go.
And they're going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. Washington will have a first down and more. Marr misses a tackle. Carlesano will strip the ball.
Plum
the ball is loose, and the Mustangs will have the football.
On the play.
A stripped by Nick Carlesano, Philip Marr on in the play, and the recovery was made by number 7, Bill Irvin.
And he took off his helmet and threw it. Shouldn't that be a penalty, Jake?
Yes, it should be.
Washington threw his helmet after the fumble. Refs missed that. They missed the 9 men on the field for Hempfield on the punt. So you assume Plum's going to sit on it now with 56 seconds left to go.
Plum can kneel it out here, and I think there's a 25-second clock, at least 3 plays. And guys, a fantastic win for this Mustangs team as they start the year out 1-0 with a 1-0 record, 1-0 conference record. A good resume. That's Carlesano up the middle, by the way, on the carry. And this is a big win, which, according to MSA Sports, Hempfield Spartans were ranked 10th to start the season. The Mustangs came out here and showed their true identity and what team they're going to be this year. They looked fantastic tonight.
Carlesano, the ball carrier. Tackled by
And guys, this will be the final play of the game. Goodland will take the snap. Carlesano in the backfield. It is a handoff for Carlesano. He's going to take it, and he's going to be stopped. And guys, this is going to be it. The Plum Mustangs, in emphatic fashion, take the season opener of the 2014 Friday Night Lights season by the score of 45-19 over the number 10 Hempfield Spartans.
That brings us to the end of tonight's game.
A big Quad A win and a big section win tonight for the Plum Mustangs. A ton of contributors tonight. Matt Morgan picks up his first section win and Quad A win as Plum head coach.
The Mustangs and Spartans, thank you for your
And
attendance.
I am so excited to see what this team will do in the upcoming weeks. They have North Hills next week at home, which is a non-conference, but they start the year out 1-0 in section play, and I'm going to say it right now because I can say it. The Plum Mustangs will at least have a share of first place after the first week of play. And guys, tons of contributors. I want to start with your thoughts on the game. I want to start with Maddie Beer Temple. Your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think Plum really controlled the ball really well offensively and defensively, and I think that was really important to keep on pushing the touchdowns, and especially Jake Chapla. He was kicking really good tonight, and I think it's a good start to the season.
Mr. Barat?
You know, just to reiterate what we talked about earlier, Plum started off real solid. You know, in the last couple years opening with Bethel Park, and you had a heavyweight in that opening game. I mean, Hempfield was ranked 10th, and that was based on last year's them making the playoffs and bowing out in the first round to Seneca Valley. But great win by the Mustangs, without a doubt. Matt Morgan took over this program from Coach Frank Sacco, and Frank Sacco did an excellent job. But you know, Coach Morgan, obviously switching sections was a big help when you don't have to hit the heavyweights of Mount Lebanon, Upper St. Clair, Bethel Park, Baldwin, Woodland Hills, Penn Hills, Pine Richland, which was our out-of-section game. You know, you start off with the Hempfield Spartans, and you have teams that are more on your level. So great win by the Mustangs, a lot of contributors tonight, and this is the first victory I've taped in 3 years, so it's nice to be on the winning end.
This is the first Quad A victory for the Mustangs.
In 4 years.
In 4 years, correct. And it was a fantastic game. We knew this team was capable of doing this, and to do it how they did it tonight was just fantastic. Thanks, guys, for our final thoughts on tonight's game. I have the best TV crew on the side by me. It was a fantastic night from Hempfield. Could not have been any better. Nick Coxon starred tonight's game, 3 touchdowns for him tonight, 2 on the running end and 1 on the receiving end. Will Fuhr had a fantastic game. Also on the offensive and defensive end, Patrick Crossy had a great game. Well, from Spartan Stadium, our final score here is the Plum Mustangs 45, the Hempfield Spartans 19. On behalf of Maddie Beer Temple, Nick Spud Zatovich, Cameron Kutzner, the real deal himself, Mr. Rick Barat, and myself, Jake Matola, I'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast here on the Plum Mustang Sports Network. Good night, and we will see you next week at home.